All right, so the name of the game on this video here is we're gonna do an indoor-outdoor flight test here. As if you've been watching the channel for a long time, I do a combination of different videos. I like to do a lot of cinematic flights with the drone, but another thing I like to do is I like to go exploring inside of some of these creepy bandos here. So I'm here at my little, I guess not my personal bando, but this is my little testing ground bando that I like to come here. It's in Plymouth. I don't want to give the direct location here because I don't want to blow it up, but the reason why I like coming into this one here, let's take a look in here. Hello? Anybody in here? Well, first of all, it's terrifying walking into some of these things by yourself, but to make a long story short, the reason why here, let me go back outside, why I like coming to this one to do a lot of my testing and everything with the different bits of equipment that I put on the drone is because this one's kind of like, it's just one floor, just one solid floor here that's all abandoned there. So think of like a Walmart or something that's been completely abandoned out. So it's all just one floor. So if something happens in there, I could always go in there on foot and I could get the drone. It's not like the other buildings. If it goes to a certain area or location, I'm going to have a hard time trying to get it. All right, so what I want to do on this one here is I want to get a combination of going outside and then inside. And usually when I do these indoor flights, I use what's called as a PL filter on there. It's a polarizing lens. And what I use that one is because it really has no tint on it. It's kind of just almost like a see-through lens, but it provides protection to the camera on the drone. So when you're going inside these buildings here, it looks okay, but the biggest problem is when you go back outside, it's completely washed out. So you have to choose to do one or the other. You got to be inside or outside to have your video looking good. So I'm hoping with the ND4 filter on here, I could kind of put the camera on automatic and then do a transition of going outside here, doing a nice little cinematic flight, and then bopping straight into the building here. So going in at like maybe a high-speed manual maneuver, going into the building that's pitch black. And that might look pretty cool. Here, let's check this thing out. Let me get my flashlight. Hold on a second here. All right, let me fire up my trusty Amazon.com flashlight here. Boink. Let's just take a quick look. And if you've been watching the channel for a while, you probably recognize this building pretty good. That was my stomach growling. I don't know if you could hear that one. So I'm not going to do too much exploring. This one, like I said, is just one floor. Look at the double door. Come back out to this side. But that's it. So I want to take the drone, and I'm thinking of doing a little high-speed maneuver and coming darting right through this door here. I just want to map it out because I got a couple of these I-beams right over here, so I don't want to smack one of those things, but I figured it'd be kind of cool just doing like a high-speed shot coming from the outside going into this thing here. So let me do that. Let me go out here, and I'm going to get my drone set up and get all the lights and everything on there. I think before I get started too, what I'm going to do, I got this one cable here, man, perfectly positioned right in the way here for where I'm going to get going, so I got to get that thing out of the way. So let's do this. Let's perfect. Figure if I just tie this thing up. There we go. Just clear myself a nice little flight path going in there. So this is it. This is, I took a little break there. I had to take a little rest. I was getting a little fried, I guess. I needed to recharge my mind and what to do because I didn't want to keep on doing the same things over and over again. All right, so that's set. So let me get over here. I think I'm just going to set up on this wall here and lean against this thing. And this is a It's 29 degrees out right now too, so we're definitely getting in the middle of winter here. So that's another thing that makes drone flying a little complicated. So let me get this set up. I'll put that there. Let's get all the crap. This should feel weird. I literally haven't flown my drone for a couple weeks, so it might be a little rusty. So I took a huge break, but it definitely feels good to get back. Keep on finding time where I'm sitting in front of my computer, not knowing what the hell to do with myself because I'm so used to sitting there editing all these videos together. But I've been going at it. Like I said, I've been doing this for probably a year and a half now. And what do I got on there? I got 860 something videos on there. And each one of these videos, these things take a lot of time. I mean, because I put a bunch of the overlays on there because I do the flight data overlay, and then sometimes I'll put the stick cam on there. So those are just multiple videos that I got to splice together. So that gets pretty crazy sometimes. So it felt good to take a little bit of a break, but I think it's been long enough for it's time to get back going on the thing here. So let's put on these little, my trusty, these are the VI Fly Tactical Light Kit. You can find those on the internet. They're pretty good. Me and a couple of my other drone buddies, we got these things. We're all liking these things pretty good. But what they do is they light up the sensors that are underneath the drone. So when you go into a dark environment there, the optical sensors on the bottom, they could still see the ground. So you could still have a stable flight when you lose your GPS signal. That's pretty much the main purpose of these things. So they go on like that. You get two on the bottom. And then you get this one guy that goes on the top. This is for your forward-looking lights. Let's bust this guy open here. Make sure not to litter now. We don't want to dirty up the place. So it comes out. Get a nice little kit. There she is. So let's pop her on there. Let's get her on the drone. So this is my ND8 one. Let's just let's hold them up to each other there. Let's get a comparison to see how different that is. All right, so this is the ND4, and that's the ND8. So let's pop that guy on. I didn't even know they made ND4 filters. I thought 8 was the lowest one. But first, let's turn these lights on. Just gotta hold down the button. 1, 2, 3. They're really bright, so we're gonna turn the drone on. Three, 2, 1. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to lean up against this wall here. So I should have good enough signal for outside and inside. Let me put that on. I'm going to set the camera to automatic. There we go, that's on. So, camera's recording. Stop my drone from going up. So yeah, here's the settings. So everything's in auto. Vlog. Alright, so let me just fly around for a second, get a feel again for this thing. It's been a while. Get the outside, inside for a second. So I'm going to go into manual mode here. Turn that angle down. We're going to go to 26 right now. Get a feel for it with the lights on. See if I get signal penetration through this entire thing here. Looks like they're doing some work over there on the bridge. I wanted to fly through that thing, but... Now I do got the light kit on top of this thing. You still can fly manual pretty good, but I wouldn't go too crazy because you could tip the thing over. It's got a little extra weight on the top, so that could become a problem. Let's get some altitude. Shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this. Not as high speed as I wanted, but oh, I got the wind now. No, I gotta do that again. I didn't line it up right. I think I gotta come through this door. All right, another test run here. We're in. All right, so we're inside in manual mode here. Hopefully I don't got any wires hanging down from the ceiling. So as you can see, I got 0 satellites, but we're doing okay. So let me, let's keep this nice and stable. I turned the angle down to 17, just to help me a little bit. I think we could get out right there too. So that's it. We're not going to do anything too crazy. We're just going to do an outside-inside test. Plus, I don't want to loiter around here too long if they got all those people working there. So let's do another one. We're going to go outside and inside again. Hopefully I didn't kick up too much dust. Woo. Alright, we're going to do this manual. I'm not going to go too crazy here, or too fast. Let's see if I can just do a nice slow, controlled manual flight. I guess that's probably one of the harder things in FPV though, is just learning how to fly in acro or manual, but very slow and controlled, like you're flying in sport mode. I mean, I can almost get this thing to like hover pretty perfectly. as you can see, the longer you keep going around inside of one of these buildings here, you build up a lot of dust. So let's do a couple quick rips and then we're gonna wrap it up and get the hell out of here. Get off the floor a little. It'd be sick if I had one of those bay doors open back there. I'd go ripping right out of that thing. Let's see, can we get out of this right here? Made it. Now I think with the cold too, I'm getting the battery level low, throttle reduce thing already here. That's another bad thing about the winter. When you get these batteries really cold, they don't want to work too well. So that's it. We're just going to go around the property one more time and we're going to take off. Oh, we got a nice little waterfall over here. Look at this. You know what, let's do this. Let's go through this door, and then we're gonna come right back out in the main room here where I am. Go into sport mode. Come back out. All right. I think that's it. Stick in the hand here. Oh my God, it's cold. All right, let's stop that camera. All right, so that one looked pretty cool in the goggles, at least. They're going in and out of the darkness there. It was a little washy coming from inside to outside, but I mean, come on, I'm going from a pitch black environment to bright white light out here. I mean, we got pretty much no clouds going on. I wanted to go a little bit more over here because there's some train tracks and stuff, and there's a nice little bridge over there, but with all the construction going on, and then there's like another business backed up to this thing here, I kind of don't want to make too much attention here, so I think I'm going to wrap it up with the Avata here. This guy's pretty much out of battery. Let's turn you off. So that's it. I'm going to go home, color grade this stuff, and put it together and get it up there for you guys. See ya.